right? Alignment with the person, the version of you that you do want to become. And the one thing that I wanted to share with you about this was something that I mentioned on the call the other day, where think about your current experience, your current reality, and just like whatever exists within in this reality, and even who you are in this reality, like the person. And now, if you think about your desired reality, right? Like think about like the things that have changed, and like see what hasn't changed. Like in that reality, in your from now to your dream reality, your thoughts are going to be completely different. Your body's going to be completely different. Not necessarily how it looks, but like in terms of, just like the body that you're experiencing is going to be completely different. Your body is literally changing moment by moment, every single day, right? So the body that you experience is going to be completely different. The people that are in your life might be really different. Really, just the nature of everything in that reality is going to be completely different. What is the only thing that's not going to be different at all?
Oh, awareness.
Exactly. Awareness of that reality. The only thing that's not going to be different is also the now. How are you currently perceiving your current reality? In what way? Like, what is your experience of your current reality right now? Are you experiencing it in the past or the future?
Oh, it's just now.
And what was it when you were 5 years old or 10 years old?
It would be the same now.
Exactly. And what will it be when you're manifested that desired reality?
It's still gonna be now.
And
It's
does this now feel any different from the now that you felt when you were 20 years old?
mm-mm. It would just be now. I guess power of now, and I always think about that book.
The I that you feel right now, the sense of me, is that different than you did when you were 20 years old?
Mm-mm.
And it's not going to change in your desired reality either. So realize we have to learn to focus more on what never changes about our experience. And if we do, we are free. The mistake we make, we're constantly focused on what is changing. And because we invest our entire sense of self in what is changing, we live in a state of anxiety. But once you start to focus on what never changes, the I, the now, awareness, all three names for the same exact thing. Awareness is the now. What you experience as the now is awareness. The present moment is awareness. Awareness does not exist in present or future anywhere. It can project a present and past and future within itself, but it does not exist in the past or future. It is always now. And it is always I. That is what you experience as awareness, the sense of I. And it's always the same. So the reason I say that, because I mean, it's profound on its own, but the reason I say that is that the only thing that remains the same between your current reality and your desired reality is the sense of it being the now. The sense of you living through the same I, the same now. And so this is something that I realized actually just like 2 weeks ago in meditation. One of the key components that I've never actually heard anybody say this in any book and anything. One of the key components I believe now in visualization, when you are imagining, is you have to not necessarily focus so much on like the feeling state or obviously those things are important, like feeling and the sensory input that you're like focusing on, but rather you have to learn to activate the sense of it being the now in your imagination. You have to live your desired life like you are literally living that in the present moment. So like you know how sometimes, let's just say you're visualizing, and let's just say in your visualization, like you're driving to work or something like that. And you may like fast forward the drive or something like that. Like, like it's just a natural reaction. You're just like, I'm not giving this anything. So you just fast forward it or something like that. Or maybe you're going from one
It's
room
like
in
a
your house
jump
to
cut.
another.
Right,
Exactly. It's
yeah.
just like a jump cut. No, live that thing like it is, you're completely bound to time and space and present moment reality. Like you are literally living every single movement, but like moment by moment. And even if it's just like a short visualization, I'm not saying like visualize for hours, but I'm saying activate the feeling of it being the now. That's what you have to start activating in the visualization. Like put that perspective into the now. And the more you do so, the more vividly you do so, I believe it will work. So this is something I'm experimenting with right now, obviously.
Oh my
But
God.
like this is a revelation that I just had the other day.
I've never heard this before.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Like when this came to me, actually, it
Oh
was
my
like
God.
I was just like, this is actually next level. Like I was like,
Yeah,
this might be the
this might
key.
suck. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So, okay, I hang on before. Okay, I totally get that, and also the reasoning behind it. Um, so are you saying that since the now right now is not going to change from the now in my desired reality self, then the way to essentially bridge the gap between the me in the now and the me in the desired reality now would be doing things like this in terms of like the visualization of like activating the now in the target slide. I keep saying target slide just because it's like reality transurfing, I guess.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like that's that's essentially like exercising the way to bridge the gap.
exactly. Because okay,
Wow.
here's the thing. It's like we think that reality is moving and we're going somewhere. We're going forward, right? But that's actually not true. So as I just said, awareness is always, it just is. It
Mhm.
is here and now, and that's always everything. That's the only thing that ever is here. It's just now. That and we sense awareness as the now. We
Mhm.
sense awareness as the I. It's the same thing.
Mhm.
And so within this now, we are constantly projecting something, right? We're
Mhm.
constantly projecting what we sense as reality within the
Mhm.
now. Nothing, the now never goes anywhere. The now is always here, and it contains within itself infinite configurations of potential realities. It's right here. It's a locationless point because it doesn't exist in time and space, so it's not subject to time and space. Like if you were to like think about it, like if I was to just give you a visual representation, think about like a pill that has like infinite different parallel realities in it, but
Mhm.
they're all right here in this pill. So just like that, think about this now as like this ball, like this sphere, within which you're constantly projecting different images. The movie's playing. And in the movie, you think you're moving forward, but no, it's just happening all right here in one spot.
Mhm.
And so now with visualization, what we're doing, right? Like when I say become silent before visualizing, right? Like come out of that person in the movie, come out of that perspective and become the now,
Mhm.
become I. And when
Mhm.
you're there, imagine what you would like to project in this. And now with this new type of visualization, when we truly are activating the sense of it being the now, we're truly making it real. We're because
Uh-huh.
what is manifesting all the time, right, through imagination is like the realities that we constantly observe. What you like, even in quantum physics that I talked to you about the other day was like no particle can manifest in reality if it's not being observed, something like that.
Mhm.
I'm not good at the science terms with it, but that's exactly what they mean as well. In order
Mm.
to bring reality to existence, it has to be observed. And so you are now, through visualization, observing the potential within yourself, within this sphere, within your little pill, a potential that you do want to manifest. And once you place your awareness there and you keep bringing it there and you observe it again and again, and you activate the now sense, now you are literally starting to observe that into existence. That particle that you keep, like that you're literally observing that into existence and making it a reality. And so it starts being projected little by little in your sphere. That's the whole point of visualization. Now, like that's why they say don't worry about the means. The means will present themselves as your current image turns into the desired image. That is what will bring to you your means, because it has to. From the movie point of view, it has to happen logically, right? Like a miracle could happen tomorrow, Terry, but like your mind will somehow justify it as like, oh, yeah, well, that was meant to happen. You know, it's totally logical.
Right.
But
20/20 hindsight.
Exactly. Like even like all teaching something into your life, it's just very practical, but they're coming into your life, right? But like no, they're not. It's not practical. It's not practical like that they happen to anybody. It's literally a part of, like, it seems practical from the point of view of the movie, but from a larger scale, it's, you know, it's much greater than that. So that's really the point of visualization. So that's what alignment really is. It's not necessarily aligning your little person to a new reality. That's a false idea of visualization. Alignment is actually aligning your now, aligning the I to what you want to project within the I. And that's the only real free will. That's the only real freedom.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, now that you told me, I think it's going to be 2 people testing this and see what happens. Because if we both get results, then we know that this works. Because no one has ever said this. I have literally never heard of this.
Yeah, I got to turn this into a lecture too.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like, oh my God, that is amazing.
Here's the thing though, honestly, and I've noticed the same thing with myself. The mind will constantly run you into so much activity that it will make you forget about visualization again and again and again. Trust me, it happens to me all the time too, but like only when I stop and do it intentionally, which I'm making even more habit of again and again, only then I realize how significant it really is. But otherwise, your mind will run you completely around in action, and you will neglect it. So starting today, like